dogs, you're also caring for the welfare of the community and their safety. Safety is of prime importance, you know. So I do think it's a brilliant scheme. And there are 2 mobile clinics that go around all the local communities, and they announce their presence with loud hailers, or they do street theatre. Bring your animals, and we'll look after them. And people do, you know. Most of these dogs have never been on a lead in their life, so there's, you know, a bit of string or something, and they bring their dog and say, please will you look at my dog, or I don't want my dog to have more puppies, or whatever it is, you know. And they do all this there and then. They're brilliant, dedicated people, the vets there. And it's really working. It's fantastic cause.
Well, Miranda, I'm afraid we've run out of time. So many other things that we'd love to ask you about. You have a song? Is it a Christmas song? Because yes. But for now, Miranda Richardson, everyone. Okay, time for a break now. But when we return, what qualities does Carol look for in a best friend?
Now, here in Britain, she's a very famous actress, but Miranda Richardson is perhaps best known globally for her role as Rita Skeeter, the annoying Daily Prophet journalist in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. But her talents go way beyond the big screen and the stage, championing animal rights throughout the world. The Oscar-nominated actress has just returned from Sri Lanka, where she's been supporting a project to raise awareness about thousands of street dogs. Well, earlier I spoke with Miranda and asked her why she got involved in this cause.
I've been out in Sri Lanka with the WSPA, working with one of their member societies, the Blue Paw Trust, which has set up a scientifically researched 5-year stray dog project to help alleviate the problems of the numbers of stray dogs in Sri Lanka, the health risks associated with that, educating on animal welfare, because it's building on compassion that's already there. People want to take responsibility for the dog population there. And it also involves sustainability, which is handing back responsibility to individual communities. And the reason I wanted to take this on is that man's best friend is often the most ill-treated across the globe. Obviously in Asia we're more aware, there's more evidence of a stray dog a stray dog problem. But actually stray dog is a kind of a misnomer, because 48% of the dogs in the Colombo region where this is based are owned. They're owned by communities who consider the dogs theirs, but they haven't got the time, the resources, or necessarily the education to look after them as well as might be expected.
I should imagine that as an animal lover, I mean, a trip like yours is a pretty brave thing to do, because I mean, some of the things you must see are quite heartbreaking. I
was expecting to be very troubled by what I saw, and some of what is going on I found quite difficult to observe, but you know, it's not my business to be squeamish about it. And some of what I've seen is entirely inspiring. This is a project which has absolutely every chance of success. A little money goes a long way out there. And there are already 2 mobile clinics set up which have been funded for the next 5 years. And with really not much resources, the vets are doing an amazing job. And the excitement of individual communities is very evident, and it's actually working. So there's a program of vaccination, of sterilisation, and education going on at the same time.
How do you promote animal welfare issues in a country that has many social problems, child poverty issues, for example? Well,
I suppose my answer to that is we're building on a compassion which is already there. There is a need and a want for this kind of a project, and also it is predominantly a Buddhist area that we're talking about, where all of life is sacred and dogs are part of that. And we got a chance to go down to the coastal region where there isn't actually a mobile unit there. The vets that we were working with had been there as part of the disaster relief after the tsunami, and it's completely obvious that part of the rebuilding and the healing process in that region is to do with continuity of the animal population. Some of those people have lost yes, they've lost relatives, they've lost homes, and they